Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Mo Godwin, and today we'll be learning something interesting. In an English grammar, we'll be talking about pronouns. Okay, we want to look at what pronoun is, the various type of pronouns that we have, and what we need to know about pronoun in our basic level. So let's get to it, people, should we? Yeah. All right. So first, we're going to define our terms as it is a custom to be able to define terms. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. So I like to say a pronoun is what we use to replace a noun where we don't want to use noun. For example, pronouns like I, we, you, he, she, they, him. All these words here you see, they are all pronoun. Her, them, who, whose, me, mine, your, his, hers. All these words are pronouns. So instead of us using a naming word, okay, like we already know now is a naming word, so we decide to use pronouns. For example, you might want to say Mr. Godwin said, is that if to say Mr. Godwin said, you could have just said he said. That's where he comes in. So pronouns are classified into we have personal pronoun, relative, interrogative, demonstrative. That is why we are taking this topic, not just to look at pronoun, but the types of pronoun. So we have examples of pronoun here: he, she, the basic example, they, and it. Remember, before we leave this slide, a pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun. All right, so let's get to it in details. Personal pronoun. What are personal pronoun? This is a pronoun that is used to replace noun. Already mentioned that personal pronoun are divided into subject pronoun, we have object pronoun, and we also have possessive pronoun. So personal pronoun is those pronouns that are used to replace something that is mentioned. For example, she is a personal pronoun. He is a personal pronoun. These are typical example here. You can see them also on the slide. So the word personal means individual. Okay. So we move to relative pronoun. A relative pronoun is a pronoun that introduces a relative clause. They include who, whom, which, that, and whose. You can see them here, some of them inclusive. All right, that's what we have here. What do we use these terms for? Which is described for things and places and animal. Which house is this? Whose cat is that? You understand? So whom, who, and whose. We use these ones for persons. They are used for persons. Why? Which is used for animals, and that is used for place of things also. So, for example, let's consider the boy who was harnessed was awarded. Okay, now we use who here. This is a pronoun, it's a relative pronoun. How simplified can that be, everyone? Who is used for persons. You cannot say the cat who jumped. No, 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 no. We use who, whom, and whose. They are for persons. Then we'll use which, okay, for things and animal. Who is only used for people, as you can see here. Another example is here: the boys who were working hard did win. Now talking about those boys, who also was used there as a relative pronoun. All right, so we move on to personal or possessive pronoun. Personal or possessive pronoun are used instead of a noun to show possession of ownership. It shows who owns something. It belongs to something, belongs to someone rather. The ownership of a certain item, element, object, or play item or toys. Possessive pronoun. It says it is mine because it belongs to me. Now let's see example. Ours. Talk about the house. Yours. This is mine. For example, my flowers are dying. Her flowers are lovely. Okay. Now we also have it is his car. It is his. It's talking about the possession of ownership, possession of something you have. Not really you, but the sentence describe who owns what we are talking about. All right, for this guy here, we're saying it is his car. That means the car belonged to him. So possessive pronouns that stand alone include like this one here: my, your, it's, his, hers, theirs. These those are used as adjective, and those that are used as adjective are my, These ones are used as adjective: your, his, her, dear, like we have them here. This is my money. And that's talking about possessive. Give me your money is also using what? Your and my, possessive. Okay. Reciprocal pronoun. What are reciprocal pronouns? These are nouns that convey or present the idea of a two-way relationship. And we have just to use each other or one other. These are reciprocal pronouns. All right, so before we look at example, let's consider here, it's very important. Reciprocal actions involve two or more people doing something to each other or for each other. It could be helping or doing something for each other, okay? See example here. This chart is very illustrative for us. They are talking with each other. We call one another regularly. You see, one another here, each other here. Okay, so we are using it to do what? To represent ideas, the relationship between two people. Okay, that's what we use reciprocal pronoun for, and they are just one another and each other. Interrogative pronoun. An interrogative pronoun is a pronoun that asks a question. Example include the who, what, whose, which, whom. I call them the W's. Don't mind me. The W's question. Okay, so we use interrogative pronoun for them. Who, where, talking about place. Why? Why are you angry? Where can I go for vacation? Okay, when can I go for vacation? What is happening here? So we use these words, look at them here, for questioning, interrogative people, interrogative question or pronoun. Reflexive pronoun are those that end in self, selves, and refer to a noun or a pronoun that is subject of the sentence. That's what it means. Look at the chart here showing an example. Look, I draw a picture of myself. Laura couldn't carry the bag herself because the bag seems to be heavy. Okay. Now, reflective pronouns is telling us relationship between self and selves. Very simple. Okay. Now let's see. Reflexive pronoun include myself, itself, himself, herself, yourself for singular form. Now, when you use itself, himself, herself, yourself, it refers to singular form. But when you use yourself, ourself, and themselves, these are plural. For example, you cannot say Laura cannot carry the bag herself. That sounds hilarious, don't it? So Laura cannot carry the bag herself. It's just singular. Okay? But when it is now going beyond more than one person, we use the plural form. All right. Demonstrative pronoun. A demonstrative pronoun is used to indicate the object in the relationship to the speaker or writer in space or time. So demonstrative pronouns are these, this, these, those. For example, those are beautiful flowers. Use it to describe. We demonstrate. Look at this. Those apple, that apple, yes, particular. This one, these, plural. This is my book. This is my friend. That is my friend. Those are my friends. Okay. This is an apple, singular. These are apple. That is an apple. Those are apples. Okay. The demonstrative pronouns there. Distributive pronoun. A distributive pronoun is a pronoun that refers to individual member of a class of a person or thing, one at a time. And they include each, either, neither, none, everyone, no one, with a singular verb. Each girl ate her food. Each of the girls ate her food. So these are the distributive pronoun. Each, either, every, neither, and it goes with a singular verb. Beautiful, wonderful time we have here today. I am very, very sure you've learned one or two things, more than one or two things. You've learned pronouns, types of pronouns, demonstrated pronoun, examples, when to use words, and how to apply them into sentences. All right, so what is a pronoun? Before we wrap it off, what's a pronoun? Can you list the type of pronouns that we have? Good work. Good work. Thank you very much for listening. My name remains Mr. Godwin Omo, and we'll call it off today. We'll meet another time. Bye bye.